What's up guys, I'm back with another video. This time I have a template for my Logic users who want to use the MPC Studio inside of Logic. The link will be in the description for the file to download to add this to your Logic. And as well, definitely stick around for the entire video to understand how to actually use this, okay? So for this tutorial, I'm just going to use a project inside of the MPC Studio just to get things going here. Okay, for starters, I went ahead and named all the pads that are listed inside of the MPC, and also with the pads they also have their audio outputs as well. Now if you take a look here under the mixer window that I have here, you see all the pads listed here, and if you click on each it will show, well, pad 1 will show all of them, but pad 2 will show the MIDI and the audio file as well with the rest, and so on and so forth, as you can see here as I open them. All right, so I'll close the mixer window and go ahead and close all these here as well. Also, one of the other things that I want to show is that you can use the MPC Studio as a MIDI controller to control other VSTs inside of Logic. Now you see me here with Alchemy. I'll go ahead and open Alchemy and I'll select the sound, and I'll go ahead and use the MPC Studio here. So as you can see, I can actually get sound out of Logic using the MPC Studio as an MPC controller. And as you can see, it did lit up here showing that I'm using it as a controller. All right, so now we're getting to the good part. Let me show you how the MPC actually works here. So I'll go ahead and open it up here for you. Now, like I stated before, I'm just going to use a project that's already built inside of the MPC, so you can just actually see how this works here. Now, I'll just play this so you can hear what it sounds like playing straight from the MPC here itself. And if you notice, it will only be coming out of pad 1 here. Okay, now let's see how that sounds. So actually it came out of more than one pad because I went ahead to the pad mixer earlier and started programming each pad. Now let me get to that part since we're seeing this here. Now if you take a look, I have each output on 1, 2, 3, and so on and so forth. I can go ahead and add the rest, and you actually just go down the list and add each output that you have here because you're using the pads, right? And I'll go ahead and finish this and I'll come back to the video so you can see what happens here. All right, so I have all the pads mapped out here, all the way from 1 all the way to 16, and that's just an A bank. Now you only have to do this if you're just using one sequence of the pad alone. Now if you're using it where you're just doing different tracks, like let's say you change tracks, I'll show you how that works in a minute. But let me just show you how this works here. Now I have all of these showing here, and as you can see, it's from 1 through 16. Now if I go ahead and hit play, each individual pad has its own channel. Now let's see how that looks. Now, let's say I wanted to record the audio that came from all of this into Logic. All you really have to do is just arm the tracks that you see listed as audio here. So in each folder, they actually have an audio file folder in there that I link to each pad. So all you have to do basically is just arm them. So basically, once you have all the tracks armed that you want recorded, all you have to do is just hit record in Logic and look what happens. So I'll go ahead and stop that. Now you notice everything got recorded. It pretty much recorded all the audio files that was inside of the MPC. The next thing you want to actually do is go ahead and hit mute on the MPC so that you can actually hear the audio that you have recorded inside of Logic. The thing is, if you have the MPC playing while you have the audio playing, you're going to hear doubled and then it's going to be off. You can actually go into the pad mixer and mix whatever you like to do to each pad as well. to each channel. I mean, so as you can see, this is the kicks, the the hi-hats and things like that just came out of the MPC here. And minimize and delete these. So, and do that for all, delete. All right guys, so the last thing I want to show you now is how you can actually record MIDI into Logic using like Alchemy or whatever plugins you're using inside of Logic using the MPC Studio. All right, so I'm gonna open the piano view here so you can actually see what's going on. Let me go ahead and close these as well. So I'm gonna open up the piano view here, and we're using Alchemy. We're just gonna use a simple sound, and I'm gonna be playing off the MPC here. All right, now go ahead and just loop a section. I'm just going to play something simple just so you can actually see that it does record it. All right, and we're going to arm this track here, make sure it's armed, and we're going to hit record. Something real simple. It did record what I just played here. So as I stated, you can use the MPC MIDI controller inside of the MPC, and to actually change the keys, all you have to do is just hold shift and use the keys on the side where you'll change your bank A, B, C. You just hold shift to get to the higher keys, and that's basically how you do with the MPC Studio. Also, if you have any questions or anything, go ahead and hit me in the comments. I'll definitely answer your questions. If you have an idea for another video that you'd like me to do, go ahead and drop it in the comments as well. All right, so I do appreciate you did stick around for the entire video. Also, I went ahead and added the key commands for the MPC Studio and the Akai MPK Plus, so that you do have both key commands inside of the folder in the link in the description. Till next time, to all my MPC Logic users, see you in the next video. Peace.